Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Brave Souls video, and this one we're going to be showcasing the new 1000 Year Blood War 10th anniversary Uryu. Hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you are new to the channel, you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing. You help me get to 550 subscribers. Now with all of that said, let us go ahead and get started. So this Uryu is a heart unit with the Stern Ritter and Soul Reaper Killer. This will be a minimum, just a baseline minimum, like just showcase here. The bare minimum is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I just woke up. Bare minimum showcase. Yep. So just basically 1 out of 5 T20 because just how easy it is to get the resources needed just to max ascend your characters. Well, not max ascend, but just like level up the Trascendence of your characters and your link levels is easy nowadays than it was back then. So I just thought Trascendence level 10 and T20 links are just the bare minimum nowadays, and just 1 out of 5. So yeah, besides that, he does have an EX skill here, which gives him Berserker at 18%, just basically at 1 out of 5. And you can just see the percentage increase depending on how many dupes you put in this unit. Alright, so his Soul Shredder's damage taken minus 21%. He is a ranged unit with no status elements on any of his abilities. Innate skills: Sprinter, Long Reach, Sharpshooter. He has Persistence. Yeah, the Bruiser here is 40%. Decreased damage taken minus 21%. Low half stamina only, decreased damage taken 50%. The new skill opening stat boost, which basically increases his attack focus, and I think another stat. We can actually take a look at it in the news description here. That is in game. So opening stat boost grants a temporary boost to attack, defense, and focus. Okay, so I was right about the focus and defense part. I just didn't know what that third stat was at the start of Brave Battles. And then the visual effect is shown when this skill is active. This skill is different from boost techniques, so it can be activated at the same time as a boost, and it is not nullified by a debuff, which is great. Stat boosts from this skill are lost after a set period of time, or when the character who has this skill is KO'd. So really, basically, the only time you'll really lose this skill is if the Uryu is KO'd, or when you just lose it after a certain amount of time. What that time is, I am not too sure. Brave Battle only block boosts and debuffs. Brave Battle Persistence Breaker. Brave Battle only prevent last hit survival. Ignore Brave Battle invincibility. Brave Battle temporary invincibility. Flurry +3, Poise, and Pierce Barrier. So definitely a very good Brave Battle unit. There are a lot. Brave Battles right now is just kind of like absolutely overloaded with units with this persistent skill. So this Uryu, right now there's only 2 units in the game that have this skill. The Mila Rose that came out a while ago, and this Uryu. So if you have any one of these units, they will definitely, you know, just help you out in Brave Battles by a lot, in my opinion. So there is that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for his skills. Now, what I'm going to do for this showcase, I'm going to like just showcase him outside of Brave Battles. I know he is a Brave Battle unit, but if for some reason, whatever, you just like don't want to use him in Brave Battles, I can just, you know, see what he'll do out of there. I mean, a good thing about this unit is his Flurry isn't restricted anywhere. So he has just a base Flurry +3 anywhere. So that is good. We don't need to use that. Probably use some different kind of links here. Maybe some full stamina damage boost links. But yeah, that's a great thing about this Uryu. And then since this Uryu does have an EX skill, if there are any other heart attribute units that you want to use, you can use his bruiser like that as well, just for the EX skill. I do think this Uryu will definitely be very, very good. You know, every anniversary we get some meta breaking Brave Battle unit. It's been like that for the past 3 years, ever since the Heart Yamamoto from the 7th anniversary. In the following year, it was the, oh, who was it? Well, actually, no, we didn't get one for the 9th anniversary, actually. Did we? No, I don't think we did. Actually, I can't remember. I'm looking for 4-7 damage. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember who was the Brave Battle unit for last year's anniversary. Oh, now I might just have to look and check. But anyways, yeah, as for the build, I'm just going to use the Golden Chappie Hollow Bait. And like for the, I guess, non-Brave Battle showcase, just going to use some 4-7 damage boost links. Since he doesn't have a boost or barrier or any of his strong attacks, there's really no need to use strong attack reduction. And then the bonus abilities, since this is a Brave Bounty unit, these are absolutely 100% optional. I don't think there is like a set bonus abilities that you want to use. I guess depending on how many dupes of a character you have can depend on whatever bonus ability you want to use. Say you only have this unit 1 out of 5 and you want to add like some stamina and defense, those are some pretty good optional bonus abilities. Since this unit does have persistence, low stamina damage boost is an option as well, but also you won't be able to take that much advantage of it because of the persistence breaker skill, so there's that as well. You know, dodge is an okay option as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some content to see what this unit can do outside of Brave battles. Alright, so here we are in outside of Brave battles here in a solo inheritance trial here. I only have 2 runs of these left for this, so I'm only going to be doing 2 runs. But here's his Nashstring right here. Does look pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and look at a strong attack, starting with this SA1 here. Then here's this SA2. Then here's this SA3. That's pretty much it, really. Strong attacks aren't going to do that much since he is, you know, just a ranged NAD unit built for Brave battles. But hey, you can't go wrong with ranged NAD units anywhere, even in Brave battles. Oh, another thing I probably should have showed is the I guess the actual info of the new opening stat boost to see what it's boosting. We can definitely take a look at that. And then we'll also take a look at a soul bomb animation too. But yeah, I mean, not really much of a challenge here since, you know, these quests are just very easy. And he's meant for Brave battle, so most of his skills are not being taken into effect here. Alright, so here's the soul bomb animation that we're gonna play. Hey, that's what he did to Renji. Hey look, and there's Renji. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this Uryu outside of Brave battles. Well, yeah, you're not gonna use this unit outside of Brave battles, but for whatever reason, if you want to, you definitely can, but I really probably don't want to recommend doing so. I mean, if you need like a Quincy unit for like side command quests, he definitely is an option. You can't go wrong with the Flurry +3, and him being a ranged NAD unit is obviously really great. So we did lose our full stem here, but we're still one-shotting these enemies here. Oh, we got our full stem back now. You can just pretty much see the damage difference with and without the full stem right there. Now, as for like maybe you do have a couple dupes of this unit, maybe have like 2 or 3. The stats you probably want to go for is, for the first slot, obviously you want to go attack. For the second slot, I would say defense. And then for the third slot, you definitely want to go for stamina. Yeah, I think maybe defense could probably help you out with stamina. Then maybe put like some stamina accessories on this unit if you want to, just to make him, you know, a bit more tanky. And then for the last slot, if you do have him max percentage, you probably want to go for defense or stamina, whichever one fits your preference. Alright, so here we are in Brave battles. As for the build that I'm going to use for this Uryu, is going to be the Golden Chappie with Attack Road, the Chappie Dispenser with Attack Road. And I'm going to use this newer accessory here that increases your attack, defense, and yeah, it just increases your attack and defense, and then you get more attack and defense in Brave battle here. And I just rolled stamina on here just because it is definitely something that would be helpful on here. And for the Link characters, I'm going to be using this Yuha here that has damage taken minus 16%. Then I'm going to use this Zengetsu here who has normal attack damage and 16% damage taken. And then I'm going to use this Renji here with normal attack damage plus 22%. And then damage taken minus 14%. There are obviously better characters you definitely can use for your links, but this is Brave Battles. This is like really your chance to build the characters any way you want. If you want to go for a full defensive build, you definitely can. If you want to go for like a full stamina build, you definitely can. Not like full stamina boost, but like stamina on all your accessory rolls, and you can use whatever links you really want to. This is like completely optional. It's the way you want to play. So yeah, let's go ahead, jump in here and just do a couple of Brave Battle matches and see how they go. Win or lose, still just want to see how the Uryu performs. Yeah, that persistence breaker is just so strong. It's very strong. I think if there's not a Mila Rose there, we definitely do have the chance to win. We just have to make sure we beat her out before she kills us. And that's probably honestly the way to do it. Yeah, see, we won that because we were able to actually beat out that Mila Rose, and we just was able to win. So yeah, that's really, it's just basically whoever can take out the Mila Rose. If you can take her out first, then you're more than likely going to win. But if you can't take her out first and then she takes you out first, you're probably going to have a hard time. Unless you have like some very, very tanky characters. Now, I didn't realize Persistence Breaker was this OP. Like, holy crap. Now, if you're someone that is like heavy in the Brave Battles, you definitely want this Uryu, and if you're someone that likes to go for like the higher seats, then yeah, you probably want him Max Transcendent, because this guy is actually tearing through these. I don't do Brave Battles that often, but he's just absolutely dominating right now. But don't worry, it won't be long before we get a unit that counters this guy. That's how it's always been the past few years I've been playing the game. Yeah, see, we beat out the Mila Rose that time, and we can block the buffs and debuffs, so whatever buffs that they might have, they just won't take into effect. And then since his opening stat boost doesn't count as like a buff, it's something else entirely different, then like any other cancellation buffs or debuffs, it just won't work against him. And so these are the only Brave Battle tickets that I have left, and after this, we will be done. Oh, Max Transcendent units on here? Let's see. Well, we're at low stamina now, so we have that low stamina boost taking into effect, but the Persistence Breaker skill is just way too strong at the moment. I mean, that's pretty much it. I used all my Brave Battle tickets. I've won every single fight, luckily enough, so yeah. That last one was probably the closest one because they did manage to get Uryu almost dead there, but we still came out on top. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the Uryu. Yeah, right now the Persistence Breaker skill is definitely very, very strong. And the fact that he is a heart unit also helps out that he will have type advantage against the Mila Rose. So he kind of technically does counter her a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And as usual, until next time.